Really good understanding of the big picture. What exactly is tennis trading and how does it work? Betfair is the world's largest sport betting exchange and has millions of traders. It's a bit like a stock exchange. It lets traders make money simply by the movement of prices. Now, in a stock market, the prices relate to shares or commodities, but in Betfair, our prices relate to the betting odds for each player. So for example, in a stock market, a trader may buy, let's say, gold for £1,000 because they expect the price to go up. And let's assume that they sold the gold later and they made a profit of £500. Key thing is that when the trader bought the stock, they assumed the price would rise. And that's the same in Betfair, only our prices, remember, are the odds of each player. The betting odds for each tennis player move up and down during the match based on how well each player is playing. And we trade in and we trade out and we make a profit on the difference between the prices of entry and exit. So like the stock market, we profit from the difference between the odds in both trades. And we'll go into a lot more detail about how we calculate profit in the payouts lesson. So we don't have buyers and sellers in Betfair. Instead, we have backers and layers. A backer thinks that the tennis player is going to play well and therefore expects their odds to fall. A layer thinks the tennis player is going to struggle and therefore expects their odds to rise. Now, every trade in Betfair needs just two people. It needs a backer and of course it needs a layer. Okay, so let's see how this works in an example. Let's assume we've been watching a tennis match and player A is doing very well and we think she's going to go on and win the match. Our first trade would be a back trade because we're going to back player A to win the match. And therefore we're expecting the odds to fall as her game improves. And sure enough, as she plays better, her odds will fall, and then we place our second trade, which is now a lay trade. And this second trade means that if player A loses the match, that trade will pay out. So what we've done here is we've now got two trades in play, and it really doesn't matter whether player A wins or loses the match because we have a trade that will pay on both outcomes. Yep, it's sneaky. Okay, so here's the big takeaway. This is how we make money in tennis trading. We back both outcomes by placing two separate trades during the match, and we make sure that the odds move in the direction that we predicted. Now, you must have 101 questions, such as when do I place the trade, how do I know where the odds will go, how do I calculate the profit, and so on and so forth. Well, that's what this course is all about, and we'll cover all of that over the next few lessons. So in this lesson, you've learned exactly how tennis trading works. We make money as the betting odds for both tennis players vary during a match. Instead of buying and selling, we back and lay players, which just means you place trades based on whether you think a player will win or lose. Now, backing and laying players is effectively tennis trading. And in the next lesson, we'll take our first look at the Betfair marketplace and become familiar with the layout.